We're on the road. Where transportation goes, community grows. Welcome to On the Road with the MTA. And welcome to another exciting edition of On the Road with the MTA. I'm Jay Gibbons alongside with Stephanie Kay from the MTA, who's wearing a very lovely Christmas sweater. Is that Santa Claus?
It is Santa Claus.
Well, look at that.
I went to the Flint Genesee Chamber today, and it was a Christmas theme, and it was supposed to be ugly sweaters, but people go way overboard. I mean, they were like Christmas trees, and they have all this exciting stuff, and you can only have like one winner out of each group, and then they all come together and have one winner. Well, I didn't win, but that's okay.
You didn't pay off the judges?
I did not. No, I wish I could have. No, it was just fun to watch everybody up there, and they gave away some great prizes, too.
Wow, great.
Yeah. So while I was there, I saw some wonderful people, and I ran into a friend named Paige, and she is a delight. And I want to invite her on today because she works at something called First Tee. And you love to golf, right?
Oh, I love golf, man.
And
I suck at it, but I love it.
That's okay, as long as you have fun.
Yeah, it's true. That's all that matters.
And you go with your son.
Yes.
That makes it so nice.
Yep.
Absolutely. Well, Paige, thank you for joining us, and give us your full name and your title over there at First Tee.
Yeah, hi. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here. I am the executive director actually for First Tee Eastern Michigan, and I am a recreation association. I've only been here about 6 months, but it's been an incredible 6 months. And yeah, I just want to talk a little bit, probably more about IMA recreation, and I'll mention a little bit about First Tee, but they go hand in hand, which is really incredible and a cool way for me to be involved in different ways. But yeah, it's great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. We're glad to have you. And I know Tom, because he used to work over there at the Brookwood, because MTA has an annual golf outing with the Friends of Public Transportation, which kind of helps MTA. Yes. And so we've always had it there at Brookwood until they no longer had the food available. So we moved it from there, but we loved it when we were over there. And Tom was so helpful. And I know First Tee is involved with children that learn how to golf. Tell us what that program is all about, if you would, please.
Yeah, absolutely. So First Tee Eastern Michigan, there's chapters all over the world, which is really cool, but we are specifically the Eastern Michigan chapter. So we are in the Flint area, Genesee and Lapeer, and then we go all the way up to Midland in the Great Lakes Bay area. We have 7 different program locations in the summer, and we work with our schools in the community. We do a few different community programs. And we partner with organizations like First Tee or Boys and Girls Club, as well as Whaley. And it's just a way for us to use golf really as a tool to teach life skills and character development in our communities. So as much as we love golf and we want to make sure that they're growing their skills and they're getting better, but that's kind of on the back burner for us. Our main goal is to make sure that they have the confidence and they're learning things like integrity and perseverance, and they're able to apply that outside the golf course, because as much as you learn it on the golf course, you hit a bad shot, right? You have to keep going. That's a little lesson, but in the real world, if you get a bad grade on your test, you don't just drop it at the class and never go back. You keep going, and I think it can be applied in all areas of life. So it's a cool way for us to grow these young kids.
Well, you're definitely right about that, because I know I always tell Jay I did not volunteer, but I was voluntold that I'm the president of the Genesee Valley Rotary. And I know we have an annual fundraiser. We make enough money to give it out to people in the community. And First Tee was one on that list that we're donating to, because we know the importance of that for the kids. And what are the age ranges they can actually join?
Yeah, we go 5 to 18. So we get them when they're little tiny little munchkins. They're learning how to roll the ball, and we're focusing on those motor skills. And then when they're 18, we have scholarship opportunities for them to go off to school. And it's cool to see them kind of develop throughout those different stages and know them and see them grow into young adults.
Oh, absolutely. I just can picture a little 5-year-old out there golfing. It might be so cute. Yeah.
Oh, they're so sweet. They're so sweet. That's my favorite part of the day. It's usually on Tuesdays. In the morning we have our 7 to 9-year-olds, and then at the end of the day we have the little 5 to 6-year-olds. And oh my goodness, they're just so cute. They're just excited to see a golf ball.
So how old was Tiger Woods when he started golfing? And either one of you know?
I don't know.
Oh gosh, I have no clue.
I'm
sure that young.
I thought somebody's like 3 years old or something.
He might have been, yes.
Well, they have no inhibitions. They want to learn. And it's probably a good time to grab. And they say it's best time to teach a child like a foreign language before the age of 5. So I think it's great you're starting them so early like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's a cool way. Like we have some kids that are show up and they're just kind of scared to leave mom and dad, right? And I think it's a unique way to kind of get them out of their comfort zone of just being a little bit further, because our coaches and we just take them out there and show them how to have some fun. And it's a cool way to just, the learning is very different when they're that young versus when they're older.
Sure. How expensive would it be for a parent that's listening right now that might want to get their child involved with this?
Yeah, absolutely. So our programs are $125 to $150, but we do offer financial aid. So say someone wanted their kid in the program, they just needed to go through the registration process, and during that process we have a financial aid section or portion, and you tell us your income and how much you're able to pay, and if it's $0, if it's $10, if it's $50, whatever it looks like and whatever your situation is, we want to make sure that your kid is able to join the program. Our goal is to make sure that every kid has access to these programs and they're able to develop and learn. We don't want cost to be a barrier to anyone. So we work hard in these off seasons to fundraise and create funds to make sure that in the summer our kids are scholarshiped through and we're able to reach as many kids as possible.
And how long is the term of that? Like when they join for the 150, how long does that last for them?
6 to 8 weeks. So It just depends. But it's once a week, every week for 6 to 8 weeks in our summer. And at the end of we have lessons every week, but at the end of our programming, we do a tournament. So they're able to go out and play. Some play 9 holes, some play 3 holes, just depends on the age group. But then they can actually go play some golf. Their parents can see them and see what they learned all summer. And it's a fun way to kind of conclude the summer for us and celebrate all their success.
So what's the handicap for a 5-year-old on a golf course?
I actually think it's better than mine. So.
So what about the golf clubs? They're all going to be different sizes. Do the parents have to buy those, or can they rent them from you, or do you have some they can borrow, or how's that work?
Yeah, absolutely. So we do loan golf clubs to anyone that doesn't have clubs. Sometimes we're able to gift them. It just depends. We do take donations. So a lot of our clubs that we get are donated through kids that grew out of them, right? They had a junior set and they need larger clubs now. They'll donate to us and we're able to gift those to some of our kids. The little kids, we usually just loan them for the summer and they use them when they come. And then at the end of summer, they give them back to us. But the older kids, we do try and get them their own set of clubs so they can practice outside our programming and they can go to the range or anything like that. So it just depends. We do have clubs for them to use, though.
Great. Now, is it strictly just a seasonal? Because I know now they have Top Golf and they have indoor golf and they have virtual golf and like stimulators, like virtual things and things. Yeah. So do you offer that, or is it strictly just the outdoors?
Right now, we're just doing our programming outdoors just because it's hard to teach those skills inside on the simulators. It's not as effective. Sure. We're trying to get creative and think of different ways we can utilize our character development in the winter and think of different ways we can do development inside rather than just focusing on golf. But we mostly focus on our community programs and getting in the boys and girls clubs and partnerships in the winter rather than doing our our things like summer programming.
Well, I know I have grandkids and they all love to golf. And I thought that's interesting. So when I'm babysitting, I had them over, is there any chance I can like call you? Do you have like a way I can bring them through to let them golf? Is there like a day we can like rent a day or something? Or is there any kind of visitation hours?
No, we don't do anything like that just because we have to have them sign waivers and things like that. It's more our program is most effective. And again, like I said, it's not, our goal isn't really to teach the golf aspect to it, but rather than build them up as people. So we want to make sure that we're keeping them engaged, and each week they're taking something away from our program. So it's really designed for it to be a longer term program. But we've talked multiple times and we're trying to explore things for next summer, doing 1-day clinics and finding unique ways we can utilize our community and make sure that everyone's learning about First Tee and learning about golf and learning about all the amazing things that go along with the game.
Well, it sounds like a great time. So if somebody's really interested and they want to get involved, how do they get a hold of you? Do they call you, email you? Is there a website? How can they get in touch with you?
Yeah, the easiest way would to be follow us on social media on our Facebook account, First Tee Eastern Michigan, or to head to our website, First Tee EM or firstteeeasternmichigan.com. That's just the easiest way to find all of our information. We have our 2025 summer program schedule out there. We have donation links, whatever you need to learn or whatever you want to look for, it should be on our website. And if not, I'm just a call away, and my phone number is on that website. So anything, we'll be happy to answer a question.
Well, thank you, Paige. We appreciate that. Any other questions you might have for her, Jay?
No, just turn the page.
Oh, very cute.
Thank you.
That's it for sure.
Thank you both so much. I appreciate it.
You bet. And tell Tom that we said hello, because I know he works very hard over there as well. Yeah, he's been very generous, too, because we had a golf outing, and he said, well, let me give you a donation towards you can come out here and golf, which was wonderful.
Yeah, absolutely.
We appreciated that for
sure.
He is
awesome.
Yes, he is. Well, we'd just love to reach out to people like yourself in the community and bring it back to the awareness of everybody listening.
Yep.
And how can they get involved, Jay?
All they have to do if they want to be on the show is just drop us an email at podcast@mtaflint.org.
And we will definitely have you on like we had Paige today. So thank you for listening, and please do have a great holiday season and stay safe.
You've been listening to On the Road with the MTA. For more information on our services and community outreach, visit us online anytime at www.mtaflint.org, and be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. The MTA, your community, your connection, your way.